going to be to ensure that the weapon is in the safe direction and the weapon's on fire.
Focus point in the safe direction, weapon is on fire.
Alright, then you can charge the weapon by pulling the cocking handle to the rear, locking the bolt to the rear position, return the cocking handle to the forward position, then place the weapon on safe. Then you're going to open up the feed tray cover by pressing the feed tray latches, open up the feed tray, and then you're inspect and see if there's any ammunition if present. Lift the feed tray, inspect the chamber to ensure there's no ammunition. Lower the feed tray cover, place the weapon on fire, pull the charging handle to the rear, press the trigger, and ease the bolt forward. Alright, now that the weapon's clear, go ahead and take it apart. There's no specific way to take it apart. However, we recommend you go from rear to front.
Shooter's preference, I just like to start from the back and then work my way forward. Press on this button here, remove the buttstock. Press on the spring, down and up. For the bolt, I pull the handle violently and it should fly out. Then I like to remove my barrel with my heat shield so it's not in the way. For the barrel, you press down here and let gravity do the work.
We PMCS these weapons every morning to ensure that they're in proper working condition. Okay, so you guys are set up for success.
Separate the barrel and the heat shield.
You shouldn't have to force anything here. Alright.
Next, I'm going to use my tool provided in every station. Tap on this pin, tap on the other, shouldn't need any more. Remove the trigger assembly. Then remove the feed tray cover. Two ways to remove the feed tray cover for easier. Press here, and then this pin becomes easier to pull out. If you can't do that because your hands are too small, press down, and it also becomes easier to pull. Okay. Feed tray cover and feed tray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. So come test day, we're going to have the nomenclatures printed out. All you have to do is match the parts with the correct nomenclature. Once you do so and the grader sees it, he's going to stop the time and tell you to go. If you place something in the incorrect spot, he's just going to look at you and say time remaining until you run out of time. If you run out of time and you did not correct yourself, you are no-go at that time. Okay?
Next week, will there be the nomenclatures out here?
Not out here.
In
there. They're in there. Okay?
Just remind me.
What's up?
Say, we're going to get gigged for using the trigger assembly to remove the pin for the feed tray.
Okay, great question. I'm glad you brought it up. That's made of plastic. Okay? There's what, 400 candidates out here? If 400 people are ripping the plastic out of that thing, what do you think is going to happen to it?
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. So use the tools provided to you. All right? If you're really hurting for time, I'd rather use the buttstock because that's metal. But look and see what's already been happening from dudes using the buttstock. They're already chipping at it, okay? We only have 9 guns. We're only going to have 9 guns, so, you know what I mean? Okay, any other questions? What
I just want to make sure the time standard.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
More.
Okay? After 3 minutes, grader's going to check your stuff, make sure you're good to go. All right? Once you're good, he's going to tell you to put it back together and perform a functions check. You have a separate 3 minutes to do that. All right? Go ahead, Sean. Rob.
Alright, next thing, I like to put my feed tray and my feed tray cover first. So if I put the barrel and I try to put my feed tray, the little pin is going to get in the way. So I put this first. Feed tray cover. For the feed tray cover, I line this lip here in the front. Once it's lined up, I make sure it's lined up here on the back as well. And I just 45-degree angle, tap it. Alright, same if you're struggling putting this pin, press down here. And it should slide right in.
All pins go in right to left.
Right to left.
Okay.
Now I go ahead and put my barrel, line it up.
Take that extra half second to ensure that the gas regulator and the barrel end is in line, okay? Don't try to force it in there. You're just going to strip the barrel.
If you try to put it like this, it won't go in. Then I work my way on the back. For the bolt, I use 2 fingers, one to keep it straight and one to keep it separated in the gap. Line it up and just drop it in. And I put my string, I just push in and down and it should lock in place. With my bus stock, line up this rails and then down. For the trigger mechanism, 2 things can happen while you're rushing yourself to take this apart. You could bump the safety or the fire into safety. Don't want that. We always want to have it onto the fire position. Another thing that can happen is you get bumped and it will not be flush, and now when you try to put it in, it won't go in because that part is preventing you from sitting right. So if you're having trouble putting this part, make sure this is flush, make sure this is on fire.
Okay, once the weapon is fully assembled, you have to do a functions check. Step 1 of the functions check, ensure the weapon system is on fire.
Weapons on fire.
Alright, pull the charging handle to the rear, locking the bolt to the rear. Push the charging handle forward into the locked forward position, then place the weapon system on safe. Pull the trigger. The hammer should not fall. Put the weapon back on fire. Pull the charging handle to the rear. Press the trigger and ease the bolt forward into the forward lock position and close the ejection port cover. Any questions on disassemble, assemble, and functions check in the 240 machine gun? Alright. We're going to do it live. You ready? Confirm 0's on the clock.
0's on the clock.
Time begins when the candidate touched the weapon system.
Weapon is pointing in a safe direction, even though you're there. Pointing in a safe direction. Weapon is on fire. Never charge while on safe. Make sure it's on fire. Charge it. Right forward. Butt stock. Ring. Bolt. Trigger mechanism. Carry heat shield. Cover and tray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
40 seconds. More than enough time. Okay? Now, if you had something swapped, I would say time remaining, and I would just let the clock run. Okay? At this time, you have 3 minutes to put the weapon system back together. Time starts whenever you touch the weapon system. Confirm 0's on the
0's
clock.
on the clock.
Time begins when you touch it.
Okay, I recollect myself. I know what I'm doing. After I assemble, I'm going to do a functions check. Feed tray. Feed tray cover. Line it up. Tap.
All pins are regular.
Arrow. Heat shield. Line up the rails. Trigger mechanism.
Weapon has to be on fire.
Exactly. So that does happen. Okay. But one of the things that we're going to do first is ensure weapon is on fire. Rack it, push it, put it on safe. Weapon will not fire. Never charge while on safe. Back on fire. Charge it, pull it.
1 minute, 6 seconds. If that last step is close the feed tray, as I was, if the last step is close the ejection port cover and we didn't hear that click, we're just going to tell you have time remaining. Okay?
You guys noticed? He noticed it. What would have happened if I would have charged it with that being unsafe?
Good stuff.
right?
Not only can you potentially mess up the weapon system, but you're immediately no-go.
Because you didn't make sure it was on fire. That is part of your performance measure, making sure it's on fire.
Okay? Everybody cool with that? All right, questions? All right, no questions on part one. What do you got?
Oh, sorry.
You good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Finish it up,
Just
sir.
answer the question in my head.
Okay.
Fine.
Hey, we're right here, man. We got you. All right, if there's no questions, let's move over to part two. And